Welcome back to Real Estate Mindset. Today's video is going to be absolutely bonkers. Now, the data is in, and big name, household name real estate companies continue to remain overly optimistic and throw caution to the wind to everyday normal Americans like you and I when it pertains to the housing market. So it's really, really important to understand the big picture so that you can clearly see the direction currently of our housing market so that you can properly prepare yourself on whether or not to buy now or to continue to prepare and wait to buy towards the end of this year, or what I believe some of the best buying opportunities, which are going to be in 2023. But today, what we're going to do is we're going to unpack an article from Redfin once again and analyze their data and analyze what they're saying, how optimistic they are versus how cautious they are, with an article titled Housing Market Update. Early stage demand picks up as mortgage rates fall to a 4-month low. So we're going to break down all the data from this article today. And don't ever forget, y'all, that I list in my description all of the links to the articles and to the data that I am referencing. And I would strongly encourage you to follow those links, track the data, even bookmark some of those websites so that you can formulate your own. Here's the key: your own confident opinion as to what directions you should go and what goals you should make. But remember, you guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my personal YouTube channel. I work really hard for you guys. I try to get you guys a video a day. For these efforts, please, y'all, like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and please comment below. Y'all know those comments keep me going. It has been an especially hard last 2 months because I am sacrificing so many things so that I can make as much money as possible to invest in 2023, possibly at the end of 2022. So you guys, again, I really appreciate you going along that journey with me. Let's jump into this Redfin article, and then I'll bring up some charts at the end right now. All right, guys, let's see what Redfin has to say this week, and let's hear how optimistic they are. Okay, here we go. Measures of home buyer activity, such as online searches, requests for tours, and agents' help, and mortgage application rose as mortgage rates fell below 5%, and with an average of 4.99, by the way. But whatever. More home buyers are returning to the market, motivated by a decline in mortgage rates and a record share of listings with price drops. Redfin's Home Buyer Demand Index, a measure of requests for home tours and other home buying services from Redfin agents, rose 7% during the last week of July, and mortgage purchase applications rose for the first time in 5 weeks. So far, this rebound has not moved through the actual home sales. Pending sales in July posted their largest decline since May 2020. Home sellers are also reluctant to enter the market. New listings fell 11% from a year ago, the largest decline since June 2020. Home buyers may catch a break this month as rates have come down nearly a point from the recent high on fears of a recession. There are deals to be had on some homes that have been sitting on the market with reduced prices. General economic uncertainty may continue to keep a lid on home buyer demand and keep mortgage rates volatile. But the labor market remains a beacon of strength in the economy and the housing market in particular. So kind of sounds like everything is flipped, right? And we're headed into the direction that we were going in 2021. But here's the thing that it's really, really important to understand, y'all. First of all, they're being way too overly optimistic, in my opinion. Okay, I get they have things to sell, they have stocks to sell. I get it. They're in business. I understand those things. But to me, they're remaining overly optimistic. Now, it's really, really important to understand this. Right now, demand is much lower than supply. Supply is on average up triple digits in just 3 to 4 months. So remember that even though things appear to be turning and flipping just a little bit, demand is still crushed and supply and inventory is surging. Okay. This is to be expected. We're going to see little blips like this on the radar, but the thing is, you must get the big picture. And the big picture right now, the housing market is clearly trending back into a buyer's market. It has not yet transitioned into that, and that's why I'm cautioning so many people, don't buy right now. That's why I'm saying, don't buy right now. Let's get a full-fledged buyer's market back, plus many buyers' incentives, confirmed recession. We want to see the fear of missing out go into the sellers. There are so many things that need to happen still that have not happened. And that's why I'm not saying buy, okay, quite frankly. And that's why I myself am not buying. It is what it is. Let's jump back into this article right now. All right, guys, I'm just going to read the highlighted data here, and then you tell me what direction the housing market is in, okay? So number one, rates are still, right? Everyone's, oh, the rates are low. They went down to the lowest level in 4 months. They're still up 3.11%. Rates are still skyrocketing high when compared to what they were just a few months ago, okay? Online searches for homes for sale down year over year, 24%. Demand, even though they're saying it's up 21%, right? Demand is still down 9% year over year. All right. Touring activity, 7 plus 15 is down year to date, 22%. Mortgage applications down year over year, 16%. Okay, let's keep going. Prices fell 3.8% from peak on average. Prices already down on average 3.8%. Big props to Redfin for being the first to really conquer this data. Obviously, Zillow, CoreLogic are behind the ball on this one. Redfin at least is acknowledging prices falling, right? And look at this. San Francisco, prices fell 8% from a year earlier. So you guys comment below. Based on all of the facts, right? Based on all of the data, you tell me, what direction is the housing market trending, right? Is it trending back into a buyer's market, or is it trending and going to continue to be a seller's market? You guys, here's the thing. We don't have to guess anymore, because not only do we have the data, we have enough data now that is clearly showing you all the trends. But I'm going to bring up some colorful charts right now to make an even bigger point on that. Take a look at this. And y'all remember me saying this is an important chart to keep watching. This is the median sales price, okay? It's still saying year over year, 8.5. I absolutely hate year over year comparisons, because the housing market has shifted courses. Because it shifted course, people are using year-over-year comparisons for like sales and listing and median sales price in a way that's overly optimistic. But you can see here's where it peaked. So prices actually peaked in June. And you can see since that has been steadily decreasing. And you guys, here's the thing. We're in some of the hottest times in real estate historically, as far as the months, the summer months, right? And kids aren't even back to school yet. So we're going to start seeing this. In my mind, this is going to start, well, first of all, it's going to continue this trajectory. But once we get into fall and winter, it's going to slump even more. I'm hoping that home prices are going to be under 2021 levels, which is going to be right around here. A lot of people want them way down here. But again, you guys, this is important to see. This is a trend, right? And we want this to continue. Now let's look at another chart right now. Now this is the listing drops, right? And I really wanted to show you this trend because this is definitely abnormal and you guys really want to pay attention to this. This is basically listings with price drops. The red line represents 2020. Now, can you all see a trend here on listings? Can you all see a trend here? This is a rude awakening for sellers. This is basically slapping sellers in the face, saying that y'all can't sell the prices for what you thought you could sell them for, like back in 2021 and the beginning of 2022. Now you're going to have to sell based on fundamentals in my opinion, crashing market. But look at this trend. I mean, this is clearly a trend since when? About May. So it started here in about May, probably beginning of May. And then boom, look at that. Everyone's cutting the prices, right? Everyone's dropping their prices. This is absolutely crazy. But let's look at one more chart right now. Now, this is the Redfin Homebuyer Demand Index. And here's what everyone's freaking about. Everyone's freaking about. You guys, first of all, I want to say how powerful, right? How powerful is emotion? Even educated people lose control when emotion clouds them. But this is an important thing. This is a demand index. Now, this has been going up since about June as well, after our peak. So after our peak, this appears to have started going up. Do you see that? And we want this to keep trending downwards so that we have more supplies. But here's the thing. I don't want people to get alarmed, okay? You got to remember there were people sitting on the sidelines that lacked certain type of self-control. They ran back in. They couldn't handle the pressure. That's what we're seeing here, right? But the thing is demand is still under 2021 levels, and it's barely above 2020 levels as well. 2020 is the gray line. 2021 is the blue line. So even though this appears to be trending upward, you see that? It is trending upward. It's still under 2021 and only slightly over 2020. So in other words, you guys, don't freak out, for the love of God. That's what I've been screaming this whole time. Don't freak out. Make decisions based on fundamentals. And I'm not saying that being financially ready isn't the most important thing when buying a house. But what I am saying is tread lightly. You may purchase a home that's overvalued. If it's overvalued and prices decline, you will become trapped in your house. And I am really worried that there are so many people that don't understand really how bad it can be if you're trapped upside down in your house, especially if something happens in life that you did not prepare for. Okay. Think about these things when you're out there shopping for a home. Now, in conclusion, here's where I'm at with everything. Be careful not to drink the Kool-Aid, okay? All of this over optimism is designed to make you emotional, to get you back into the housing market to start purchasing again. Think of where the optimism is coming from. It's coming from the administration. It's coming from Redfin, CoreLogic, Zillow. These are big household names that have a vested interest in the housing market doing well. So instead of that, y'all plan accordingly. And I'm going to tell you my plan right now. My plan is to start preparing November of this year. And what I mean by start preparing in November, that's when I'm going to get pre-qualified for a loan. I'm going to take you through that. That's possibly when I'm going to sell my truck to use as a down payment. I'm going to take you through that, right? But I'm going to prepare in November with a target date to purchase February 2023. I am not trying to time the bottom of the market. I'm just trying to find the deal of my dreams on a house that I love. And my target date on doing that, y'all, is February 2023. And I'm going to make videos of that entire transaction. And I'm actually super excited about it. But anyways, you guys, that's going to conclude this video. Thank you for following along with me. Now, if you're out there investing in real estate, I do wish you luck and I hope you win.